What is up guys, my name is Bailey and welcome back to another one of my videos. In this video, I'll be going over 3 tips you should utilize in order for you to get more sales on GOAT. Now if you guys don't know what GOAT is an application on your phone that you can download and you can resell high-end merchandise like Supreme, Nike shoes, Adidas shoes. It's a reselling app that's similar to StockX if you guys know what StockX is. It's the same thing, just a different platform. Now I'll be going over 3 tips that you guys should use to get more sales, as I have done a video in the past about 3 tips if you're selling on StockX. So if you want to get more sales on GOAT and to streamline your process, follow these tips so that you can get more profits and get more sales. Now before I jump into the video, if you guys don't mind just smashing that like button for me, it takes a couple seconds out of your day and it helps me out a tremendous amount. It just keeps me motivated to keep creating content like this, as I haven't posted a video on reselling and tips on GOAT for quite some time now. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, by smashing that like button, it lets me know that you guys want more content like this. Now without any further ado, let's jump into the video. So the very first thing that I recommend you guys to do when you're reselling on GOAT is to get a GOAT seller level of 100. Now when you first sign up for the account, I believe you get set up as a 90-point GOAT seller, and I'm gonna pull up a screenshot right now to show you guys the breakdown. So at 90 plus seller rating, you get a 9.5 commission, as it states right there on the screenshot. And if you get to 100, which is where you should be at, this gives you the same 9.5% commission rate as well as optional photos. So before you hit 100, you needed to take photos of every single item that you're listing onto GOAT. So when I bought shoes from the Nike factory outlet store, or even on the sneakers app, when I received the shoe, I had to take a photo of the shoe from a left angle, a right angle, the shoe box, the shoe label. There's a lot of photos that you needed to take, and it takes a lot of time out of your day if you have hundreds of shoes that you had to list. So if you have 100 or over in the seller rating, all you have to do is open the app, type in the SKU number for that specific item, then click on it and select whether it's new, it's used, or whatever condition it's in. Select that, let the app know if there's any defects on it, and that is pretty much it. Set your price and you list it. There's no photos you need to take. It's very simple because they use the stock photos for those shoes in order to sell to their customers. So without you having to take photos of it, it makes it super easy, and it streamlines the process so that you guys can list more shoes in less time. Now with the seller rating, you gotta make sure that you don't mess up your account, because if you send in shoes that don't pass authentication, it will ding your account, and if you get to a low enough point, you can be suspended or even terminated. So if you look on that screenshot, it says from 70 to 89. Anywhere between that range, it'll give you a 15% commission rate. So you'll still be able to sell on GOAT, but GOAT will take a higher percentage out of your profits. So just make sure that you don't get to that point. Make sure you just continually get higher and higher in your seller rating, because if you get to 150 plus, that's gonna give you the same 9.5% commission, but you'll be able to list multiple sizes. So that's good, because if you go to the factory outlet store and let's say you found a specific shoe that sells really well and they have 4 different sizes, instead of you having to go into each individual size, a size 8, 9, 10, and 11, and list each individual one, you can go on here and just list it all at once instead of having to go back and forth on that one shoe. So if you have multiple sizes, this is good. So just continue to try to get to that point at 150 plus seller rank. Now the second tip I'm gonna give you guys is about shipping boxes. Now I have had a handful of comments from my other videos where people asked me where I got my boxes, and I get my boxes from Walmart. Now you can get your boxes pretty much anywhere, but I like using Walmart because of the size of the dimension and the price of the box. So here is a box. I grabbed one from my basement here. This is the small box from Walmart. As you guys can see, it is a 14 by 14 by 15, and most shoes do fit in this small box. If they don't fit, I normally just get a couple of the medium boxes so that they can be a little bit larger, but usually the shoes that I send in, they will fit in this small box, and the price for this box is actually pretty cheap. I'll pull up a screenshot right now to show you guys how much it is on the Walmart app, and they should have it at your local Walmart as well, but the price for it is 72 cents per box. Now some people asked me about getting boxes at Home Depot. There have been a lot of videos from other YouTubers talking about going to Home Depot to get shipping boxes. Now that's a great alternative if you have a Home Depot near you. They do charge a little bit more. I believe it's a little bit over $1 for the size of box to fit a shoebox, and on top of it, the dimensions of that box are a little bit bigger as well. So you're gonna have a little bit of wiggle room inside that box. So the reason why I don't like that is because if you're shipping in an expensive shoe to GOAT, then if there's wiggle room inside that box can be banging up and down, left and right, and it can damage up the shoe or even the shoe box. So I don't recommend shipping it in a big box that doesn't keep the shoe contained. You could always throw in like filler paper, newspaper, bubble wrap in there, but then that's just gonna cost you a little extra money to do so. So I would rather just stick with Walmart, as Walmart is pretty much at every single state, and you guys can get these boxes readily available at your local Walmart. So that is my second tip, is to get your boxes at Walmart, whether it be a small box or a medium box, because the price of it is low and the dimensions are almost perfect for all the shoes. Now the third and final step that I would recommend is to check your other platforms on the pricing of the shoe you're trying to sell. So the reason why I say this is because if you check another platform, that platform might have it at a higher price, so you can sell it on that platform instead of on GOAT. But if GOAT has it at the higher price, then you should definitely list it on GOAT so you can get more profits. So I'm gonna pull up an example right here. This right here is a Union LA Air Jordan 4 Retro in Guava Ice. So this right now for 7.5 on GOAT is selling for $1,401. But if you want to jump into another platform to check this price, I'm going to jump into StockX here. As you guys can see on StockX, let me show you guys the whole breakdown for all the sizes. For a size 7.5, the same size, it's gonna be $1,000, and that's gonna be a sell now price. So you can sell the shoe instantly on StockX for $1,000. So if you're strapped for cash, and if you're worried about this shoe losing its value, you can sell it instantly for $1,000. But if you don't think it's worth it, you can also place an ask, and you can check the lowest ask here. So the lowest ask for a 7.5 is gonna be $1,185. So that is much lower than GOAT. So I would definitely recommend you to sell it on GOAT. If you don't sell it on GOAT, you can always list it on StockX as well for the price you want it at, which would be the price of GOAT. So if it sells on StockX for that price, which it most likely won't, but if it does, then you just take it off of GOAT. But that is a recommendation that I would recommend, is just to check other platforms. You can also try to list it on Facebook Marketplace so that you have 3 different platforms for your shoe to sell. So if one of them sells, then you can just take off the other listings. But you just gotta be careful if you do this, because if they buy it on Facebook Marketplace and they buy it on GOAT and StockX on the same day, which is highly unlikely, but that can happen, then you got to cancel the order on 2 accounts and sell it on the other. So then the accounts that you canceled it on will ding your seller rating, and then it will lower your seller rank on GOAT or even on StockX. So just make sure that you kind of think about it. If it is a very high ticket item and it's very popular, just try not to list it on too many places, but that is a recommendation that you can take with a grain of salt if you want to list it on more platforms. Now that is pretty much what I have for you guys in this video. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please smash that like button for me because it helps me out. If you guys want more content like this, let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys have any questions at all regarding this or anything I mentioned in the video, leave it down there as well, because I answer almost every single comment you guys leave down there. And if you guys don't want to miss any content I upload in the future, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I'm on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I should be hitting it here within a couple days. So if you guys want to help me out, just smash that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any content I upload in the future. And like always, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.